Good afternoon. It's 12:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So if you are watching this right now, make sure to look at the short that was released not too long ago. This will probably screw it up a little bit, but I did do an XRP short for the daily workings and something to pay attention to. But I wanted to do this update on Alchemy Pay. I've been wanting to go over this. I've been trying to find a moment where I could just kind of focus on this. My son's in his food therapy until about 1 o'clock, so I've got about 10 to 15 minutes here where I've got a little bit of freedom. So I wanted to go over this. I'm on my phone, but it'll be easy enough to see. And it's the 2025 roadmap for Alchemy Pay, and it can go a little bit deeper. I'd also like to go over the chart. It'll be on my phone, but I'll make it as easy as possible to see. I'll turn it sideways so you can see that a little bit easier. And then just to reveal what I hold of Alchemy Pay, ever since I read over this roadmap, and it's Shane from our Telegram who's been keeping me very much informed on this, even if he doesn't realize it. And I've been watching it, forward thinking here. And as it dropped down near the 2.2 cent area, I bought it around 2.4, but it had dropped down a little bit farther. And it came down to a support structure that I thought was very important on this setup because it does appear to have a nice inverse setup. It's just a matter of, is it going to break out of this zone? Are we going to go deeper? And I guess just to do this right now, I might as well just look at the chart while I'm talking about the positioning, and then we'll get into the roadmap. But it's at 2.43, and it's bounced around a little bit, but where I bought it was just sitting in these areas. It's been in this wide consolidation. And just earlier back here, I guess it never did hit 2. Yeah, it did down here when it came down to 1.8. But the reason why I was thinking was that this could be an inverse right shoulder. But if it did come down, which it could, I would just continue to buy it down to that 2.1 cent layer. And then if it goes farther, it goes farther. And I can look at expanding the bag, much like I did with DGB. I started with the 100,000 goal, and I have 2 million just because it's sat around for so long tokens. I could see the same scenario being here. Just something that I do feel strongly about, and it's something that I wanted to buy a while ago, but it was all the way at the top of this pattern at 5.5, and it wasn't even that long ago. It was in March, so it was one of those, hey, I need to wait this out, wait until it comes back to the bottom of the structure. I watched it bounce there, and now when I see what looks like a possibility of a right shoulder forming, inverse right arm, I wanted to use it from there back down to 2 cents if I had the ability, so that's what I'm looking at, and I know in time it's going to be way, way more expensive, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out because it's going to have a lot more volatility to go. So just something that I thought I would share with my personal holdings so you don't think that I'm trying to share something that's irrelevant or that I'm only sharing this because I hold it. I've only become a recent holder with these drops. So Alchemy Pay reveals and with the roadmap that was released, and that once I seen the roadmap, that's when I was like, I need to wait for an opportunity. And I believe there's an opportunity. It's just, what's the bottom of the barrel? That's up for you to decide. Alchemy Pay reveals 2025 roadmap breakdown, transforming into a global financial hub with real-world asset integration. So Alchemy Pay, the world's leading fiat crypto payment solution provider, has revealed its latest roadmap breakdown on the plan of integration with real-world asset products, allowing global users to invest in various RWA-backed tokens with fiat payment and earn stable return effortlessly. The roadmap breakdown points out that as real-world assets RWAs gain momentum, Alchemy Pay are taking a bold step forward, expanding beyond payments to become a global financial hub. And that's the key word that I like. I like the global financial hub. That entails lots and lots and lots of money being moved around. Lots of liquidity. That gives opportunity. The RWA revolution, so the tokenization of premium real-world assets such as the U.S. Treasury bonds and blue-chip equities is breaking down barriers that once limited investment opportunities to institutional players. The markets are already seeing real-world examples of this transformation. For instance, Coinbase stock has been tokenized on the Base network and enabling seamless trading through decentralized platforms with dedicated liquidity pools. By integrating RWAs into its offerings and ecosystem, Alchemy Pay is democratized. I can't even say it. They are democratizing access to traditional financial markets, allowing retail investors worldwide to engage with assets that were previously out of reach. This evolution isn't just about offering more assets, it's about reshaping global finance. The ability to seamlessly transition between crypto, fiat, and real-world assets on a single compliant platform will unlock unprecedented opportunities for users and businesses alike. Alchemy Pay is no longer just a payment gateway. The team is building a global financial hub where traditional and digital assets converge. This mission is to bridge traditional and decentralized finance, creating a seamless on-ramp for users to access both crypto native and conventional financial opportunities, expand global participation, enabling users from all over the world to engage with tokenized real-world assets, fostering financial inclusion, ensuring compliance and security, upholding the highest regulatory standards to provide trusted, transparent, and compliant investment access. By strategically integrating real-world assets, Alchemy Pay is redefining what a modern financial platform can be, not just a bridge between fiat and crypto, but a true global financial hub where users can access, invest, and transact across multiple asset classes with ease. And we're talking about a 2.4 cent project right now. Vastly undervalued. The financial landscape, if we look ahead, is shifting, and Alchemy Pay is leading the charge. As RWAs gain traction, Alchemy Pay is evolving from a payment platform into a cornerstone of the digital financial era, one that unites crypto, traditional finance, and next-generation investments under a single user-friendly ecosystem. This is just one part of Alchemy Pay 2025 strategy. Founded in Singapore in 2017, Alchemy Pay is a payment gateway that seemingly connects crypto with traditional fiat currencies for business developers and end users, with its offerings including on and off-ramp, Web3 digital bank, and NFT checkout. Alchemy Pay supports payments in 173 countries. The ramp is a one-stop solution to buy and sell crypto and fiat, easily integrated by platforms and dApps according to requirements. Our Web3 digital bank supports Web3 enterprise by providing multi-fiat accounts and instant fiat crypto conversion capabilities. Additionally, the NFT checkout enables direct purchase of NFTs using fiat payment methods. Alchemy Pay network token on the Ethereum blockchain. So I see a big breakout likely coming soon with Ethereum. So I think that's something that we really need to pay attention to as well. I really do. So we read that, and then we had Alchemy Pay unveils their roadmap, but then it went in a little bit deeper. So I wanted to read this real quick. So Alchemy Pay, we already know about that. So as digital asset adoption accelerates and global regulatory framework mature, Alchemy Pay is positioned to capitalize on favorable market conditions and institutional demand on top of its achievements in 2024. The newly published roadmap reflects a programmatic yet visionary path forward, signaling the company's commitment to delivering scalable, compliant, and accessible crypto financial services worldwide. Alchemy Pay's fiat-first crypto ramp service currently supports over 50 fiat currencies and 100 mainstream cryptocurrencies, serving 3 million users across 173 countries and regions with foundational licenses secured, including electronic financial business registration in South Korea and digital currency exchange provider DCEP registration in Australia. The company is preparing for an aggressive expansion in both markets through 2025. That's the words I like to hear. Aggressive. These developments, I promise I won't read much more. These developments position Alchemy Pay as one of the few platforms with end-to-end fiat crypto payments capabilities under robust regulatory frameworks. The upcoming deep collaborations with leading centralized exchanges are expected to deliver region-specific compliant ramp solutions and further solidify Alchemy Pay's leadership in high-growth markets. Simultaneously, the company will continue building strategic alliances with prominent wallets, public chains, and decentralized exchanges to embedded fiat crypto services and mainstream crypto flows. Alchemy Pay is further evolving into a broader financial services platform by integrating tokenized real-world assets into its ecosystem from U.S. Treasury bonds, publicly traded equities. RWAs are becoming the next frontier of decentralized finance. The company is actively forming strategic partnerships with top-tier RWAs, which we already went over, some of the roadmap providers to make such assets accessible to a wider user base through regulated and compliant channels. So the goal is to bridge traditional finance and crypto economies, offering users access to both worlds from a unified portal, the support of real-world assets is architecturing a more inclusive financial gateway that enables global participation to qualified RWA investments, positioning Alchemy Pay not merely as a payment platform, but as a cornerstone of the emerging digital financial architecture, a transformation that promises to capture exponential market growth as this revolution unfolds. This shift positions Alchemy Pay as a key player in democratizing investment opportunities while maintaining the highest standards of regulatory compliance and security. So Alchemy Pay is a global stablecoin ecosystem. I mean, that's definitely something to look at. They're going into AI. So if you're familiar with how Ripple has the ROUSD stablecoin, not unlike that, they're going towards AI like XRP Healthcare, how they've integrated that. So a lot of stuff to look into. Pretty cool project, and the price has come down about 60% from the top here, just from a couple months ago. So definitely take a look at it. Pay attention. If you're looking to buy it, make sure you go in my video description below and or pinned comments, or do it the way I did it from BITUNIX. I bought it on BITUNIX, and then I ended up sending it after over to crypto.com for storage since I have my validated account. And then if I want to sell it after a big run up and whatever, I just send it back to BITUNIX. But it is a 500 token fee. So instead of buying it on crypto.com and sitting it there for safe storage since I have my validation, I'm not saying BITUNIX isn't, but the ones that I want to hold and not sell, I just put it in there so that I don't have the itch to sell it on BITUNIX because the fees are cheap, like basically none. But I did the math. It was a $142 fee if I would use crypto.com. By having to use 500 Alchemy Pay tokens to send it, cost me $11.61. So that's how much of a fee I ended up having to pay. But I'd much rather do that instead of paying like $160 on 110,000 tokens. So that's the way it is. There's a link there. There'll be one in the video description below for BITUNIX. I highly encourage you to use it. Stop paying all the crazy fees. Stop getting bent over the railing. No reason to pay the exchanges all this extra money. Even crypto.com, if you can send something there, and then when you want to sell it, you send it back, and then you don't have to pay all the fees, and then you can always send the USDT or USDC or whatever you want back to your exchange that you can withdraw. Have a blessed day, everybody.